Long story short, we are tattooless at the moment. We are moneyless as well. And
they took our money.
We are sleepless as well. So we're just...
No, I'm literally obsessed.
Hey besties! Welcome to
Literally Obsessed.
It's Cassy.
And Brittany.
Hello, y'all.
Hi.
Happy summer.
Happy summer,
Happy
everybody.
summer, everybody. So today our episode is basically just going to be, it's summertime. We're reading our favorite summer books, but we wanted to talk about our summer books must-haves. So all these qualities, character types, anything that is in famous or popular summer books that we seek out for, and we must have it in our books. So I feel like a lot of this is very similar to the books we've already read. We have a couple book recommendations for y'all that kind of embody all of our favorite qualities, so we'll be sure to give you guys those. But if you guys have any that you guys would like us to read, feel free to leave us a comment, a direct message, email. I wish we had a phone you could text us, but we don't.
Please, though, because I love a good summer romance, and I fear I'm almost out of the ones that I wanted to read, so that's not good.
That's not
I'm
good.
going to have to start rereading.
Yeah, which honestly doesn't sound like a bad idea.
No, I'm currently reading a book. I'm done with it. I have 2 minutes left in the book. I already want to restart it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just do it. Just forget everything that you just
deal
at the end.
Perfect.
So yeah, we're just gonna be kind of throwing ideas or just must-haves that we've both kind of come up with, and not really in any particular order, kind of, I don't think, but yeah. Should we just start with
our
first
must-haves?
ones?
I also
Yeah.
put things that I don't like.
Oh, that's good. I didn't even think about that.
Okay.
I can, yeah. I'll bounce
Okay.
off.
Okay, my first requirement is a hot guy.
Pretty valid.
Yeah. But specifically somebody that fits my type, or somebody, oh my gosh, sorry. Somebody that I would find attractive. But something I've realized about myself is even if it's somebody that I don't find, I'm sorry, I hate to discriminate, but whenever it says blonde, I'm automatically out.
Jeremiah.
I'm out. Yeah, blonde, blue eyes, I'm out. Just kidding. But I like darker features. So whenever I see blonde, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, okay, I guess. Or in the book I'm reading right now, I'm reading One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. I thought she was describing him as very tan, dark features. But then at one point she said something about you could see a little bit of blonde in his hair. And I went... And I'm 50% into I'm in love with this man. I'm blonde? Blonde, you say? I ignored that. I said, he's got black hair.
Yeah, that's valid.
Sorry, I don't make the rules. Bold of me. I had a really big crush on Dylan and Cole Sprouse.
Oh, very blonde.
They're the exceptions.
They were dirty blonde.
Yeah. I think that's yeah. I don't know, but I don't really like blondes.
Is it when you say there's a little bit of blonde in your hair, is highlights?
I don't know, but highlights on a guy is a little bit
natural.
Okay.
Not 90s.
Maybe. I did try to look on TikTok and look up fan casts to see who people were, but there was no fan casts.
Oh.
It was all the videos of
you.
If you like this aesthetic. Yeah.
It's up to you now to typecast it.
Yeah, so I think I will.
It's going to be you.
I think it's going to be Logan Lerman.
And everyone.
I hate to be that person, but
and every single one, it's always Logan Lerman.
It's either it's Logan Lerman. Let me run through my list with y'all.
Okay.
Logan Lerman, Dylan O'Brien, Braden Lemasters, or a figment of my imagination.
Just someone made up.
Somebody that I have completely made up in my head.
Valid.
That's who
I feel
it is.
that's
Currently, he's made up in my head.
Okay, that's good.
I can picture what he looks like, but he's not a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird, huh?
Isn't it weird that
can...
I was thinking about this yesterday. I was like, words are so powerful.
Words are powerful.
Isn't it crazy that you can read
That's
a
why
book?
You shouldn't bully people.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I was going to say, isn't it just crazy that a book can really mess you up? It can make you sad for the rest of the day, or I this book has had me I'm I have butterflies
Little
for this
giggly
guy who's not real.
Right.
You know what I mean? How's that possible?
That
I'm acting like it's
that.
happening to me.
I know.
crazy.
I think about this very frequently.
It's just weird.
How like
Art is beautiful.
art is so beautiful, guys. Support the arts, okay?
Okay, so anyway, hot guy, number one
Hot guy
requirement.
number one. Mine is somewhat similar to that, but I love a grumpy sunshine in a summer romance because, you know, summer's all about being fun and whatever. But having a grumpy sunshine or kind of like a rekindled flame. I love a rekindled flame.
Yes.
Something I thought about was Variation, but I don't think that's a summer book.
Well,
I wouldn't like categorize that next to like just for the summer. Because I know it happens within the summer, but like my mind's not thinking summer.
Okay.
You know?
I guess it happens over a longer period of time.
So
that's fair.
But that's
it's
like
not like
what brought me to my first one.
Okay. So my next thing is it's got to have banter and it has to have me giggling and kicking my feet.
You got to be giggling and
you got to be. So I love the build up. I will take a slow burn if the banter is good and then it's all worth it in the end.
Yeah.
It has to be
heavy on the has to be worth it.
Has to be worth it on
heavy.
Yeah.
Because if not, you're just pissed.
Yes, exactly.
You're just not having a good time.
Then it gives me like what what's it called? Powerless did to me, where there was like no fucking payoff in the first book. I was like all that and they didn't even kiss. I'm so sorry if that's a spoiler. So sorry. Powerless spoilers coming up. No, but it pissed me off. I was like, the banter was so good, but you're telling me that nothing even happened?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I love a good banter.
Banter's good.
That's all.
Banter's good. And then when the sweet moments happen, it just feels all more the worth. What? All more
worth it.
Worth it. Thank you. Okay. So talking about like the setting a little bit. So again, must be taking place where like the summer vibe is just really there, smacking at ya. So whether that be a lake house, a beach house, something that just screams summer. I'm trying to think. Like Happy Place is just, of course, like one place where everybody had a lot of memories, and so just something like that. Maybe not necessarily like right on a lake or right on a beach. It's like within the area. I feel like overall.
I agree. I think one of mine was there has to be. It was my next one. Must be set at a lake.
At a lake house.
Must be set at a lake or beach house. I don't make the rules.
Yeah. I feel like that's what the whole summer vibe is. Or like not even maybe just there, but we're in summer. Like it has to be like maybe hot or like a little bit of like nature. I know that there's like ones in like New York and like cities.
Yeah.
Which I find really are fun too, because like summers in like New York are like really hot and their own entity, I guess. But yeah, has to be within like a cute little like hometown or something. I really enjoy those.
I just love the summer. It's like books that are set in like the winter.
I get sad.
They don't hit as hard. Or even the fall.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's just, I don't know. Those give homey, but summer gives just like light and breezy.
It's true.
I guess. The main character, this is just kind of good for every book, will always unfortunately be me. Just how she looks. I don't care. Maybe I wouldn't be acting the same way, but because some of them act a little bit funky, but they're human. They're actually not real, but they are human, supposed to be. And I visualize myself or them as me. And that's every book, but especially in summer romances.
No, I truly never put any effort into visualizing or fan casting the girl.
Yeah, because it's
me. And it does.
Why waste your time?
Anytime it says a feature that is not mine, I'm like, whatever. It's me.
No. In Fourth Wing, I'm like, I don't have silver hair, but whatever.
It's me, though.
It's still me, though.
The book that I'm reading right now, she has red hair. I'm like, it's me.
No, she doesn't. I have brown.
Yeah, exactly. Editing error.
It's actually me. Honestly, wait. Sorry. Just got to bounce off of that, though. I don't like third-person books.
I hate third-person books.
I hate third-person books.
Thank you.
Because I want to be in the POV of whoever I'm reading.
Yep.
Or somebody's POV, for that matter.
Yeah. It's really hard for me to get into third person.
Because I lose it.
Like, impossible.
It's like when you hear a story that, like, from your friend who's talking about another friend's experience. Yeah. It's like you're not in it as much.
I'm not invested in them as a person.
Yeah. I get it. So just had to throw that out there as a do not like.
I, for my next one, I do love a kind of arrogant guy.
Oh my
Like,
god,
he's,
that's
like-
so funny because mine is so opposite of what I
Oh my
said.
gosh.
My next point.
Okay, well, somebody that's like sometimes a little bit cocky, but then it's like that's like his shell. You know what I mean? The girl always breaks through it, and it's like he's actually sweet.
Okay, that's valid.
But not in real life.
Yeah.
Just in here, I love it when he makes like a couple of arrogant comments. I'm talking like Zayden, where he's like arrogant.
Not a dick, but he's just like...
Exactly. Well, it's because obviously he's trying to flirt with the girl, so he's trying to be a little bit arrogant. I like that a little bit.
Yeah. I said something really funny. Where it was like the love interest needs to be equally fine, but all like so fine, like physically, but then also like not a douche at the same time, because like there's a lot of fine people out there who are douchebags, but there's I think that's right, like a little bit of arrogancy, a little bit of like you're a dick, but like I like that
exactly
in a good way,
exactly.
not like a demoralizing way.
Yeah, no, I don't want them to really be mean.
Don't be a douchebag.
I just think it's funny when they're like a little bit cocky, but it's
Yeah.
like that's obviously a shield you're putting up.
Yeah.
Because you're either trying to get this girl like, I don't know, get her attention,
And then you
or
find
like,
their like little sweet spot of a personality.
exactly. Yep.
And it
it's
hits.
like he is a sweet guy.
He's a sweet little dude.
Yeah.
Look at him. My 6'4" sweet dude.
My 6'4" shadow wielding hot
sweet
boyfriend.
Man.
Okay. I do love when it also deals with real shit.
Yes.
So I'm
Yeah.
talking like Abby Jimenez or like Emily Henry, where there is like a romance plot, but then there's also something going on with
This
the
is
characters.
so funny. We really did write it in the same order.
Oh,
And I didn't
how
look
funny.
at yours.
Oh,
That's
how
so
funny. But yeah, when it also deals with like something that the characters, like either the girl or the guy, something that they're kind of going through, and there's like real life problems that are maybe kind of holding them back,
Yeah.
and then they get to work through it.
Yeah, I agree. I was literally saying I love like a subplot that like helps build the actual plot in like the grand scheme of things, because guys, Just for the Summer was like life changing. I fear, because I've read books before obviously that had like mental health, you know,
Right.
what's the word,
Just like problems.
yeah,
with
like
mental
messages,
health.
like yeah, whatever, but this one like was so like on the nail, like it was like perfectly written that it like felt real, so it felt like the story could be real.
Yeah.
I guess any of these stories could be real, but that one in particular I felt like really encapsulated like what mental health was and how to like deal with that and how people like, you know, go through it or whatever. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think also just like, especially when it kind of resonates with you,
Yeah.
and it just like makes them seem more human, and like you said, like this could actually happen.
Yeah.
Like that's me with Happy Place. I'm like, wow, I really resonate with the characters so well, and like what they're going through.
I really, when I read Happy Place, I really didn't know what to expect, but not that, whatever that was. That is still
Yeah.
sensitive in my heart. If
Yeah.
we were to talk about it for real, I would start like
Crying
tearing up for sure.
I gotta reread it because it's been like,
That should be your next reread.
I know, I haven't read it in like 2 or 3 years. Is that dramatic? Whenever it came out, I read it when it came out.
I think you're right. It came out like 2 years
2
ago.
years ago. Yeah.
So good, guys.
I know.
So good. Honestly,
People either
like,
love it or they hate it, but
yeah.
I think if you don't love it, you're scared of emotions.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
You're not emotionally.
I don't know. I can't speak for everyone, but just it hit me. I'll say it again. I read it at the right place, right time. Really hit me emotionally when I read that.
It's so I'm literally getting the chills. I can't, but it's so good. Highly recommend it.
Highly
I
recommend.
can't tell if Happy Place is my favorite one so far.
Okay, I recently ranked the Emily Henry books, and I was like, well, fuck. I think it's number 3 for me. But it's weird because it's like, it was so... I was a changed person, I think, after reading it. So it's crazy that it's not my number 1.
I can't. I
But
think
Funny
I have.
Story is my number 1. And then Beach Read. And then Happy Place.
Fuck. No, mine's flipped. Mine, I think, is Happy Place, Beach Read, Funny Story.
Wow.
But not because Funny Story isn't my they're all tied, I think, equally.
That's what it... I just think they hit me in different...
Yeah.
Like,
different emotions.
Happy Place... Here's the thing, and I think in Happy Place, Win is blonde, huh?
Yeah.
Because I gotta be honest, like,
I saw him as dirty blonde, like dirty blonde.
Yeah. I mean, I did too. I know a lot of people cast him as like Glenn Powell.
No.
But
revoke that, demon.
Revoke it. But I feel like I loved them. I loved their relationship. Again, like the story. I think what it was for me too is like it was more so the story, not so much the romance that really hit for me. So I don't put him as like my favorite Emily Henry man.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
And
say
it's not
either.
that he was
Miles for sure.
Yeah, it's Miles, and with like Gus being a very, very close second,
runner
like a very close second. So I think that's they just all hit differently.
I think I really liked Happy Place for like the other qualities, like you're saying. Like that one was just so like the fact. Sorry, these aren't super spoilers, but these are just more synopsises of the book. But the fact that like Happy Place had a lot. I mean, the other ones did as well.
Mm-hmm.
But Happy Place was like centered within a friend group.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really cute, and everyone's story within the friend group was really nice. Which, yeah. I don't know. You're right. Every like one of them has a different quality, but I have to say Happy Place probably got me the most.
Yeah.
Like emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah, I gotta reread.
Me. I think you should, because I kind of want to reread it. Just kidding. I gotta read.
She has to read everything else.
You have 2 beach reads?
I do because
I
got the special edition.
You got the hardcover.
Yeah. I spend too much money, guys. It's
on
a growing,
books that I haven't read yet.
A growing, beautiful collection.
I know. So that's what I'm saying too. I'll look back and go, wow, I read all that shit.
Yeah, exactly. One day maybe I'll be like, doesn't it make you so, I'm sorry, I have to go on a tangent real quick. Doesn't it make you so sad that like maybe one day you'll get rid of these?
No, because I won't. I'm for sure a little bit of a hoarder.
Well, that's fair. I just think about like books that because I was a huge reader as a kid, right? So there was books that I read as a kid that I loved. But then it's like, obviously I grew up and like I did keep I kept my Twilight books, obviously. I kept, like I have my series of Unfortunate Events books and then like my 2 random Harry Potter books. And so there are books that I still kept and like have with me. But then it's like, there's other books that I know I loved, like the Goosebumps series and stuff like that. And it's like, I think my parents might still have them, or maybe my mom donated them. I remember she asked me like, what books do you want to keep? What do you want to get rid of? And so it's just like at that time though, I was like, these are so special and treasured to me. And then now I got rid of them. So I'm like, what if like 20 years down the line, I'm like, they're just taking up room. I'm not using them anymore. It makes me so sad.
Yeah, that's fair.
But my aunt got me a little stamp that I could stamp on my books. And it says like from the library of Brittany-fuentes or something. Aww. And so I'm still working on it because I don't think I've stamped all of them. But I'm like, wow, one day these will like get passed on, or I don't know.
People will be like, who's Brittany?
Yeah, it's always gonna have that in
weird,
there.
Huh?
Isn't that weird?
It's weird. They're gonna go, what's Brittany's library? Where is that at?
Yeah, and like, it's just crazy. Like, is somebody gonna read these books in 20, 30 years? I mean, like, we all die eventually, so this is eventually gonna get, I don't know, end up at like who knows, our thrift store is gonna be around in the future. You know what I mean? I know, it freaks me out. But then they'll see that my little books say from the library of Brittany-fuentes.
That's fair. I feel like I have a lot in my parents' house, and I'm just like, don't get rid of them. Yeah, those are mine. Yeah, I don't want anyone to have those. Those are mine.
Sentimental for sure.
Sentimental, but yeah, highly recommend reading Emily Henry. Okay, so kind of what I was saying with Happy Place, the community around the characters. I mean, this kind of goes for a lot of books just in general, but I really, really, really love having like this small town vibe, or just people that they go meet wherever they're staying or they're at. And it's like just this community, like for funny story, like we got to get like a adult best friend kind of situation. And like, that was really sweet. And Happy Place, they were able to like, they went to this specific house like a lot of the times, and so they knew like the locals and have stories to tell, and just inevitably sometimes coach the like protagonist and the love interest together. And I feel like I like those qualities because it really does give that like small town feel.
Yes, I was gonna say, even I don't know how far you are in Great Big Beautiful Life. I don't even think I should ask.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a spoiler, but it's like it does take place in a smaller town, and so there's like side characters of like these people who live in these towns, and it's just so cute.
And I think that I am like a sucker for like elderly people.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's one thing about me is they will always make me cry. So when it's stuff like that, I'm like, that really does make a very wholesome,
yeah,
like romance book, summer book.
I agree. My next thing is that I've been really into books that are centered around people that are kind of my age, which I think obviously, but I'm talking like 25 to 35. So I feel like that's a pretty good range, but like the mid to late 20s and then like early 30s, because it's like, oh, I'm going through those issues myself. And so like I said, I think that's why Happy Place, even though I think in Happy Place I was maybe a little bit younger than they were in the books when I read it, but it was like still like hit home for me. And
it's because it was over time too, like they went back in the timeline a little bit,
and like I think just any time within that age range of that 10 years is like they're really transformative years in your life. So yeah, been loving that. I like I'm still into Fourth Wing, reading about like these like 22-year-olds, but it is like they kind of make the mistakes that it's like, oh my god, it's so childish. You know what I mean? And then on the flip side, I don't like reading, at least yet, about people who are like that much older than me, like
you
early 40s.
You haven't been there yet.
I'm not there yet.
You're not there yet, so there's nothing to relate to yet.
Exactly. There's what is it? The Things We Leave Unfinished. The Things We Left Unfinished.
I
think it's Leave Unfinished. Read that. I thought it was a good book, but I found it so hard to relate to the characters because I want to say she was like in her late 30s and he was maybe early 40s or late 30s, early 40s. And so there was just some things that I was like, this is a little bit too hard for me to like, I don't know, empathize with, relate, I guess. And then like, I want to say there was like a kid involved somehow. And so I was like, okay, I'm not there. Yeah. Cute story. I'm glad that the 40-year-olds are getting it. Yeah. Yeah. But I was like, it's not for me. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that it's valid because even in like TV shows, you tend to, or movies or something, you can relate to like characters more when they're like towards your age and everything. Love it. Okay. This isn't a must have, but just like honorable mention. If there's a cute pet or dog involved, those are always fun. Like a little golden retriever, just shouting out variation.
Love that.
Is it a golden retriever?
I think so.
Some dog like that.
It's a dog.
Like that somehow. But just on
actually, I don't think it was a golden retriever.
I thought it was.
Wait, hold on. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong book now. No, I'm thinking of the wrong book.
Isn't it a golden?
What am I thinking of? I'm definitely thinking of the wrong book, but in this book, the dog, I think, was a little bit more like mangy looking. It's Part of Your World, I think, by Abby Jimenez.
They got a dog.
Yes.
A dog.
Yes, it was this one. Because she's like a nurse or a surgeon, but he was like a carpenter. Oh. And he like owned a motel or something.
Oh.
And I was like, there's some dog involved.
There's a dog.
Yeah,
there's a dog.
But he's a little mangy, I think, looking.
Okay. I'm pretty sure variation, it was like some either golden or like other dog like that.
Okay. Fair.
But just has to, not a must have, but love having a little pet. I feel like that's cute.
Yeah.
Add that in there.
I agree. Okay. My last thing is I hate a closed door romance. Give us the smut.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, I will bring it back to my like first or second point. It has to be worth it.
Yeah, I agree.
And I just feel like I hate when there's like this build up and then it's just like, okay, next chapter. I'm like, wait. Yeah. What happened? Let us in. Especially when it's first person, girl. Give me the tea.
Give me the tea. You know it. You
know it. We know it. You know.
I agree. My last point is the same thing. Kind of is just good resolution that we all worked so hard for in this book. Like in whatever book, I feel like the resolution had to be like the fight had to be worth it.
Yeah, nothing bothers me more than when a book is going really well and then it feels like the ending was rushed a little bit.
Yeah.
I get really stressed when there's a problem up until like the last chapter.
Because I'm like, how is this going to get resolved within one chapter?
I get it. They need to keep you on the edge of your seat. But I'm like, wait, I need happiness.
Story started to get to that point where it was like very, very end. Last two or something.
I remember being stressed about
I was like, it's never going to end.
Yeah. I remember sitting and reading it. I was like, I got to finish my book. And then John was like, how's it going? I was like, I'm so fucking stressed. Like, it's not going to end well.
It's not working.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything.
I knew it was going to end well, but I was like, How?
Because you don't have time. You're on a time limit. Yeah, I think that also like the fight or just like, you know, they're working hard to get to that point makes it worth it at the end, you know?
I agree. Okay, I put some book recs at the bottom. Did you?
I said book recs, what Brittany said, and then I have something else.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, for me, I put Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I think that is her best book. At least, I know I haven't read her newest one, but there's some mixed opinions online. So, Just for the Summer has everything that we talked about, I think. Yeah.
Everything, every quality.
Then I put literally every Emily Henry book. Yeah. But if you are on the market, you don't know where to start, or I don't know, whatever. Read Funny Story, Beach Read, or Happy Place first.
Those are good
intro books.
I'm trying to think. I think Funny Story was my first book.
I think it was. Yeah.
What a start.
Yeah.
What a rush.
I think my first was People We Meet on Vacation. No.
That's what Shay's was too.
I think it was Happy Place.
Really?
I think it was Happy Place because I think that's why People We Meet on People We Meet on Vacation. I'm tired today.
I know, me too, dude. I cannot talk today.
I think People We Meet on Vacation was a little bit of a disappointment to me.
Yeah.
Because Happy Place was like so highly regarded to me that then I was like, oh,
it's hard to go down.
Drop down a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that if you're wanting just like a full summer vibe, the first one to go to for Emily Henry would be either I can't decide because Funny Story is summer, but like
yeah, it doesn't take place like at a lake house or anything.
I would say Beach Read.
Yeah,
I would say Beach Read. Happy Place is too sad to start with, I think.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to work up to it.
That's the issue, is a lot of people don't like that it's sad, but it's like
it's
like a happy sad though.
Yeah, because it
and I think
keeps
that
you on your toes.
People don't get, because they're like, well, it's called Happy Place, but it's a sad book. It's like, right, but it's about her happy place and like getting back to that, you know?
Guys, it's so good.
I don't know. I know that people also don't like never mind. I can't get, because now we're getting into spoiler territory. But yeah, I don't know. Form your own opinion,
but those are our highly recommends.
Yeah. And then my last one is just, I personally love every Carly Fortune book. Currently on One Golden Summer, like I said, and I feel like I can say I loved it. I have 2 minutes left in the book, so yeah,
that's good.
She just knows how to write a little summer romance. It always takes place at a lake.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that so much. I think at the moment I'm not DNFing great BBL. That's not what's happening. But I realized I was more into like a couple chapters more into book lovers than I thought, and I was like, well, fuck, I don't want to just pause
Mr.
that.
Charlie Lastra.
I couldn't say no.
Yeah, exactly.
But then kind of what my book recs is like anything that has to do with like, maybe I'm a little biased, but since I am, you know, kind of from Texas, I do love a little southern moment, and they're in Northern Carolina, which is not southern.
Northern Carolina.
North Carolina. But I know that's not really southern, but I do love North Carolina. It's really beautiful there, and I just can only imagine how it would be like living in this world there. So anything that has to do with like the nature over in the East Coast.
Yep. I love an East Coast book. Yeah. So really good.
I'm so tired. I just like got a wave of like,
I literally was like, I think I could sleep right now.
No,
I think I could pass out.
If you were to just say, hey,
I think you can tell in my voice. It sounds really tired.
Guys, if you want to know why we're tired, I'm not going to give you the full story, but let's just tell you. Yesterday was Friday the 13th, okay? We're filming this.
Yeah, it's currently now Saturday the 14th.
But yesterday was Friday the 13th, and I had the idea. I was like, oh, let's do tattoos, because, you know, I wanted to get a couple tattoos. Brittany's never gotten one before.
There was a tattoo place that I've followed for like years, and they had a really, really, really good deal.
Beautiful deal.
So,
and we thought that was great, and so did pretty much half of a city.
Yeah.
Also,
I think half of California also agreed. That's a great, that specific place.
So we go after work. Guys, it's crazy. It's fucking packed as hell. And we didn't know how it works or anything like that. Long story short, literally long story short, because it's a long story.
It's a long story.
We waited there for literally 5 hours pretty much. Didn't get a tattoo.
Also, mind you, we both came after work. We like scarfed down Wendy's, right? And then waited for 5 hours to not get a tattoo.
But we did go ahead and pay for an appointment. So that whenever we do get that appointment, we'll get those tattoos. But again, we did that after the 5 hour mark, and we had plans after to our tattoos because we thought it was like a 2 hour affair.
Yeah, so we had plans with our friends.
We didn't estimate, the shop didn't estimate how many people were going to be there. No estimations were made. Yeah. And let's just say we got back here to Brittany's place, hung out with friends.
At like 10:30.
Yeah, we started the hangout at 10:30.
The whole point that we were hanging out was because Cassy has never watched Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure. We wanted to show it to her. Yeah. We started the movie at midnight. So we're fucking not doing good right now.
Didn't go to bed till like 3-ish.
Yeah.
For some, 4:30 for others. And I haven't done that in a really long time. It's like, and after a work day, after a school night, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, I had to get up at 6 a.m. So, long story short, we are tattooless at the moment. We are moneyless as well. And
they took our money.
We are sleepless as well. So we're just so sorry for the bleh.
Yeah.
And my words are not working today. Anywho,
it's also like a little humid today. I gotta crank the fan up because something's going on. But
anyways, that pretty much wraps up some of our summer book must-haves that we really, really look out for in our books and enjoy. If you guys have any recommendations, like we said, please let us know. Maybe we can review those books. Maybe we'll just talk about them. Anything. But other than that, yeah, we'll see you guys for our next video episode.
Our next episode. We'll see you next week, everybody. If you all have any, did you just say this? Any books that you want us to focus on? Oh my God. You guys. I gotta go take a nap.
I need you to watch that back at some point. Well,
I really don't. You know what happened is I realized we gotta end the episode because I gotta pee really bad. And that's all I could think about was like, I have to pee so bad right now. I'm so sorry, but I am leaving this in because that's funny.
That's so funny.
Thanks so much for listening, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.